Zillow's 2024 predictions are out, and there are some really interesting insights, plus contract activity and traffic activity were singing off key this week. So what gives? We have that covered and more in this week's report. As always, thanks for taking a few minutes to join us for our weekly market report where we share our real-time insights into our local housing market. Let's dive in. First up, we decided to start off today with a few predictions for the 2024 market from Zillow. And their big prediction is that we will see more homes hit the market as homeowners accept that interest rates aren't taking a big fall anytime soon. So as the old adage goes, family conditions outweigh market conditions, and eventually those homeowners that are locked in their home because of their historically low interest rate, they have major life changes that necessitate a move, and that pain that they have been dealing with becomes too big to ignore. Another interesting trend is that they're predicting is traditional buyers will start to compete with flippers for homes that need a little TLC. So the Granny Special is a home that has been well maintained, but just not updated over the years. We're seeing buyers become more and more tolerant of those types of purchases in recent years. So we agree 2024 could be the year for the fixer upper and the Granny Special, and absolutely for homeowners coming off the fence and listing their homes because they accept that rates aren't falling anytime soon. So let's dive into our local market really quick. Here's new listings for the 4 counties we track. Listings take a strong dip at this time of year, and this year it's right in line with previous years, as you can see. And we go over to local contract activity. After an atypically strong holiday week of contract activity, things seem to find their balance as contracts dipped this past week. And so here's the showing report, which is a great leading signal because those showings are active buyers that are going to become under contract buyers in the upcoming weeks. And if you're a housing bear looking for the other shoe to drop based off of that dip we saw in contract activity, not so fast, my friends, because look at showing activity. It bounced back strong. In fact, the last 7 days are mirroring 2021 level of activity. Here's off-market activity. So these are the sellers that took their home off the market without finding a buyer. This number dipped quite a bit this week. This is one of the lowest off-market readings we've had in a single week in several years. Here is balance metrics. So 60% on this graph represents a pretty balanced market. When listing activity falls off faster than contract activity, this is what you get. But with contract activity dipping a bit this past week, the pendulum didn't swing as hard as we have seen it swing in previous years on that metric. And then when we add in off-market activity reading into the metrics, we see a similar pattern and as a whole. So to recap, Zillow believes 2024 is a year homeowners start accepting that rates are likely going to stay at these levels and become more accepting of fixer uppers. And while contracts dipped last week, traffic signals point to a really strong year-end finish. Thanks again for joining us this week, and we'll see you again next week.